Hello and welcome to another YouTube video. So today in this video, what I'm going to explain to you is that there are 5 limiting beliefs that I held true to myself for a very long time, and they kept me broke. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you what those limiting beliefs are. You can probably resonate with some of them if you're watching this video right now, and hopefully I'll give you some actionable tips and strategies that you can use to overcome these limiting beliefs. If you don't know what a limiting belief is, essentially it's a belief that limits you, right? Pretty self-explanatory, but it's something that you hold true to yourself, you tell yourself every single day, maybe on a subconscious level, and it's ultimately something that is not positive. It's something that's holding you back. Common limiting beliefs that people experience when they start, let's say, an online business would be, why would a business owner pay me? Am I qualified to do this? Why would someone trust me? Etc, etc. And if you did get any value from this video, I've got a couple favors to ask. Number 1, go down below this video and click the like button. And number 2, make sure you're subscribed if you're not subscribed already. On a side note, if you would like to learn more about the type of business that I run and how I can teach you to run a marketing business that pays you money, and how I can teach you how to run your own marketing business that gives you a little bit more freedom in your life, go down below this video, click the link in the description and have a look at my mentorship program. Right, so limiting belief number 1 that I had to get rid of was businesses are not going to pay me because I'm brand new and I have no experience or results. Simply put, this is a limiting belief, right? This is not true because businesses will and can pay you even if you're brand new and have no experience or results. You see, experience and results are important, of course, right? And if you have experience and you have results, it's going to be easier for you to sign clients. But for those of you that are brand new, you don't have experience or results, it's not the end of the world. You see, because when a business owner decides to trust you and pay you money for a service, they're not just paying you because of the results, right? And they're not just paying you because of your experience. In fact, they're often paying you because they like you, they got a good vibe from you, they could tell that you knew what you were talking about when you were on a call with them, and the potential transformation that you showed to them on your call was convincing enough. So that is the limiting belief. It held me back for so long. That is the first, most important, it's the most common. And if you're reading or watching this, you probably have experienced this as well. So just know that this is common, but it is not the end of the world. In fact, it's really not that important. Now, moving on, the second limiting belief that really I held true to myself for a very long time is that I was telling myself I was not worth €1,000 plus per month from a client. Okay. And obviously, if you're telling yourself, hey, my service is not worth €1,000 or $1,000, well, then if you are pitching the service at that price, it's going to come across in the way that you pitch it, right? People are going to pick up on that and they're going to hear that you're not actually that confident in what you offer. And if you were to just start with a lower price point, right? And you just start with, let's say, 500 per month, but you believe that you can charge 500 per month, you'll probably close a whole lot more deals. Right? 1, because it's obviously a cheaper price, but 2, because now you've got conviction in what you're saying, right? It's clear that you actually know that, yes, your service is worth that money and that you're happy to pitch that and charge that to a client. So whatever price you decide to charge your first couple of clients, whether that's 500 a month, 1,000 a month, 2,000 a month, just know that, of course, if it's cheaper, it's going to be slightly easier. But that aside, you have to be confident in that price, right? If you don't feel like you're worth €1,000 per month, you've got to either get rid of that belief or drop your price. Now, moving on from there, the third limiting belief that, again, one I held very true to myself was that I was telling myself, look, I'm introverted and I'm not confident over the phone. And this was true, right? I am an introvert, and I definitely was back then, and I was definitely not confident over the phone. In fact, some of you can probably relate to this, but you might have even had your parents call to make a doctor appointment for you. Or, if you had to call someone to make an appointment, you'd almost not want to do it because of how scary it was, even though it's such a normal everyday transaction. Now, this is something I had to work very hard on, right? And the biggest thing that helped me get past this limiting belief was really just doing the work, right? Forcing myself into this very uncomfortable scenario of getting on the phone. So, book those appointments yourself, call people instead of texting them, send people voice messages instead of texting them. Little things like that really do help you build this up. Now, if you are introverted, I just want you to know that you're not alone. There's many, many people in this online business game that are introverted. I know when I started, I believed that everyone out there who was doing this was probably an extrovert, because if they were recording videos of themselves and putting it on the internet, or they were taking calls with business owners and they were speaking on Zoom, I just assumed that that was natural to them and that they were extroverted. That is, again, not true, right? Many, if not most, online business owners I know are introverted, and they weren't confident when they started. And it's just one of those things that you have to throw yourself in the deep end. You've got to practice it. And if you do it enough, it'll become second nature and it'll be very, very easy for you. Another limiting belief I had was, look, even if I, for example, had experience, or I thought I was worth $1,000 per month, right? Or I was more confident. If I had, let's just say, solved all those three first limiting beliefs, I was still having an issue, right? I didn't know how to sell anything. And I thought, again, that you had to be a master salesperson. I thought you had to follow a script word for word. I thought you had to know all the techniques in the book. And again, this is not true, right? The way in which I've sold social media marketing services to over 200 businesses is not by using lots of tactics. Yes, there are some tactics I use. Yes, there was a rough script that I would work off, but it really came down to, again, just being me, being real, and really telling the business owner what they needed to hear to convince them to sign up, right? Because if they're on a call with me, my job really is just to crush all their doubts, crush all the things that might force them to say, no, I'm not going to pay this guy and I'm going to go elsewhere. And that's really all it is. And finally, when I started, I did not have a website. I didn't really have any proof. Okay, we've got no results, no real experience, really. We don't have a website. We don't have business cards. We don't have a big social media following that we can use as proof. And that is very, very scary. Again, though, this is just a limiting belief. Most people, when they start a social media marketing agency, will feel like they need to have a website. And I totally understand where you're coming from. Now, my question to you is, do you think the website is going to get you clients? No, it probably won't, right? Yes, it might help convince someone if they're on the fence and they're like, oh, yes, you're established and you've got a website. But trust me, that's not what they want. When someone says to you, oh, where's your website? Or, hey, I don't see the website. That's not them saying they want to see a website. That is them saying that they don't believe in what you do and they probably don't trust you. So you can essentially get around that without ever having a website. In fact, in my agency, we did not have one till at least past 10K a month, meaning that we had signed our first at least 10 clients without a website. So how do you do that? We basically crushed all the doubts. We made sure that they trusted us, they knew what we were doing, and boom, there we go. We were able to get some clients. So guys, that is a wrap for this short video. I hope you got some value from this. Again, these are limiting beliefs. And what that means is that these are beliefs that you probably think are true about yourself. You're probably telling them to yourself every day. You might be saying them out loud. You might be saying it to other people. And just know that these are things that you will have to combat. You will have to just basically battle against them to push them away. And that's as simple as it is. It's not the easiest thing to do, but I can guarantee you, if you do that and you push them away, you will make more money, you'll sign more clients, and you'll build a bigger business. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon in the next video.